So we ask a lot of our joints, our wrists and our elbows in particular, and they also happen to be very delicate, honestly, our shoulders too. And so, when I see people doing tricep moves that use a ton of weight and then they isolate the tricep a lot, I almost cringe, because it's like, oh man, I hope that elbow holds up through that movement. And I know I'm starting to sound like a big sissy, but what you can do is you can get a lot out of your workouts and grow your muscles without overloading so much and risking injuries. When you hurt your elbow or your wrist or your shoulder for that matter, it just takes forever for those things to get better. And then you have this lingering thing, and sometimes they never get better. And then people just keep doing what they've always done. Oh, I've done this movement forever, I'm going to just keep doing it. I'm used to doing 40 pounds of tricep extensions over my head. I'm just going to keep doing it. And then all of a sudden they can't lift their fork, which, hey, maybe that's a good thing. Anyway, so look, we're going to try some triceps here with the resistance bands. What I want you to do is get athletic, kind of, when I say athletic, I think butt back a little bit, little knee bend, and then, my core is engaged, but I'm not sitting here, crunching my abs or anything necessarily. And then I push back, right? I'm trying to keep the elbows in, right? So even though this is isolating the triceps, I'm not laying down and doing like what's called a skull crusher with a bunch of weight. I have my base underneath me, right, to help. So I'm feeling engagement through my whole body, right? And then so from here, you can turn your hands over and then push way back. I like to really get that extension back. Some people like to bend over and do it this way. That's a variation, nothing wrong with that. All right, squeeze, and then some people are really into the negative. Some people like to go slow all the way through. You got to find your own style. Maybe you do all the styles. Maybe some days you just want to burn it out and work on that fast twitch. Other days, maybe you want to be Mr. Slow and Controlled. One of my favorite things to do is to pull it across like this, right? So this is a little bit harder on your wrists. So if you have wrists that hurt for whatever reason, or this feels really uncomfortable, don't do it, all right? Notice here though, what I've got is I'm pulling this across, I'm getting some chest activation. I just can't help but try to get more muscles involved. To me, it's just multitasking and making the body better, always. I think it all adds up. You guys know that I'm all about that now. Of course, you can also go here. I don't know if you heard my elbow pop there, but it did. And you can also pull down like so. High reach, trying to make sure I stay in this shot. You could even do like a little press here and visualize your triceps pushing that weight down. All right, so many ways to work your triceps. Probably my favorite way, if I want to isolate a little bit more, even though I'm still on my feet, is this one. I just feel like my triceps have to work so hard because we're fighting gravity here. And that pushback and that squeeze at the top, that's a good one for those triceps. So